to my channel, or if you're new, welcome to my channel. We're keeping it real today. It is Saturday morning and it is my only day off this week, and I think it's like my only day off for like 2 weeks. So I just did not feel like putting makeup on this morning, but I had time to film, so I wanted to film for you. So you're getting barefaced Melissa today. You know, this is real. We all don't look, you know, all glammed up all the time, and honestly, I wear makeup maybe 3 days a week, to be honest with you. So this is it, me all the time, except my hair is in a knot on top of my head, typically. So let's talk about some February faves and fails while we're keeping it real. And I know I should have worn this stuff, but I really was just not in the mood to put makeup on this morning, and I wanted to get this filmed for you. So thumbs up for no makeup Saturdays unless you need to. Okay, let's get into some favorites. I have some really fun things that I want to share with you that I've absolutely been loving this month. So the first thing I want to talk about is the Tarte Tartelette Palette. Ooh. So I got this, I think it was the beginning of the month or the end of January, and I'm going to try to show you without blinding you, but here's what it looks like. I'm working on natural lighting today, guys, so I'm trying to deal with it. This palette has really become a staple for me. I've almost been using it every time that I wear makeup just to grab a shade out of it, to be honest with you, like a shade or two, to work with what else I'm using, if that makes sense. You have, I think I'm going to do a kind of a fuller review on this, but they kind of break it down that you have like neutrals, plummy tones, and then some more kind of taupey neutrals up here. And you can wear them as quads across. I'm always mixing and crossing and going into this one and that one and all over the place. But this is their Amazonian clay formula, and they're just crazy pigmented. They do kick up a little bit of powder, but they're just really beautiful, really soft, kind of pretty colors. Again, sorry for the lighting. it's the morning time. Things are wacky here. So definitely be loving this. I will have somewhere up here, maybe over here, what the price of it is, because I just don't remember and I didn't think to look it up beforehand. But I've really been loving to do this is with my ColourPop shadows, because you know, those are very pigmented and sparkly and metallic, at least the ones that I have. I own one of the matte ones, but I like to go into this to pull a transition shade, to pull a highlight color. So that's what really I've been using this for, and just any other palette that I'm working with that I don't quite have what I'm looking for as far as the transition, as far as the highlight shade, or even there's a matte black in here. It's not the blackest of blacks, like it's not like the Makeup Geek, I think it's Corrupt. It's almost like a gray black. It's pretty black, but I don't find it to be as black as that. It's like an off black, to be honest with you, but it still works really well to use it as an eyeliner or to set a gel eyeliner or anything like that. So definitely be loving this. Absolute fave of mine, and just really been reaching for it nonstop. Okay, so the next thing I want to mention, I'm going to go into another palette just because we already talked about one palette. But the next palette that I've really been loving, and this is more so towards the end of February that I really started reaching for this, but this is the Coastal Scents Revealed palette. Yeah, the Revealed palette. And it looks like this. Again, sorry for my lighting. Hey, that's better. I got this in a BoxyCharm and I was so excited when I got it, and then I never used it. So I was like, Melissa, you gotta use that. And it's really pretty. You get a bunch of shades in here. Again, I'll have the price listed somewhere over here so you can know how much it is, but it's super inexpensive, honestly. And you really get a nice mix of shades. I know it's been compared to the Urban Decay Naked 1 and Naked 2. I do find that they're a little powdery, but they have really great pigmentation. This color here is like my absolute favorite. It's this beautiful gold color. Guys, sorry, this is terrible. And it's like a rosy, let's see, let me get you right. There we go. It's gold, not rose gold, but not yellow. Like, I don't even know how to describe it, but it is stunning. Like, so, so pretty. I do find that some shades appear really similar in here. As a whole, you look at it and it's really different, but when I look up close, like, certain shades just look really similar. And as far as transition shades go, you do get a couple of them in here. But I've just really been enjoying working with this palette, and I do think that even though I got mine in my BoxyCharm, that it's reasonably priced. So I've definitely been enjoying that, like kind of the past 2 weeks of February. Okay, I don't know if you guys had this, but my lips have been horrid this winter, like so chapped and just like killing me and gross. And of course the lip trend is matte lips, and I love matte lips, but it's really hard to do that when you have like janky lips going on. So I've been trying everything, Vaseline, chapstick, everything, like lip scrubs, everything you can do for it. And honestly, I picked this up probably about the second week of February and have been using this like all the time, and I've really been enjoying it. And this is the Chapstick Hydration Lock. So what this is it has a nighttime on one side and a daytime on the other. So I've been making sure to like do this like during the day. I've been using the daytime one, and it has SPF in it. And I think that's what makes it more daytime. I don't know what else is different in the formula, to be honest, but it's the same weight on both sides, and all this says is day SPF of 12. So you have something that's protecting your lips on that side. And then I've been using this before I go to bed at night. And even sometimes during the day, if I know I'm not going to be outdoors, that I use this side. I don't know why, I just do. But it's really hydrating on the lips. It's not super waxy feeling. Like sometimes the EOS ones, they feel really waxy on my lips, and I don't like that. But this feels like really moisturizing, really hydrating on the lips, and I've really been enjoying that. So definitely a favorite of mine, and my lips have gotten better, and I don't know if it's the weather or I don't even know, but they're getting there. So definitely been loving the Chapstick Hydration Lock. Alright, let's say in the lip product trend, I do have a couple lip products that I want to mention. The first are the Lippie sticks from ColourPop. If you're not familiar with ColourPop, they're like an online, you buy it online from them, and everything is $5, except now their blushes. I think their blushes are a little bit more that they just released. But everything is $5. They have really awesome eyeshadows, which I'll probably do some tutorials with coming up. And they have these Lippie sticks. And the Lippie sticks also come with coordinating lip liners if you want that. So I actually picked up 3, but these 2 have absolutely been my favorite, and honestly, every time I wear these, I get a compliment. Like, people ask me what I'm wearing on my lips, they tell me they really like it, like, every time I'm wearing these, so I just wanted to mention them because I absolutely love them. They're both of the ones that I have are matte finishes, but they do have different finishes on their website. I just happened to pick 2 that are matte. The first one I got is LBB. And it's stunning. Oh my god, you guys. I love this color. Let's do this. It is like a raspberry wine color. Like so pretty. Let's see if I block the light a little bit. There you go. So it's like a raspberry kind of color, and it's just so beautiful. Like I own a lot of stuff, and this is kind of a different color for me because like I own a lot of lipsticks, and it's like very unique in the color that it is because it's not quite burgundy, it's not quite purple, it's just like that border of that raspberry type color. So absolutely love this. I always get compliments when I'm wearing this. It's super smooth, really pigmented on the lips, and I actually do have the corresponding lip liner for this, so just because I knew it was kind of a unique color, but definitely be loving that. Along the lines of a little bit more neutral, I have this shade Lumiere, which again is one of my favorites, and every time I wear this, oh my god, love. This is that like mauve-y, oh, this light, you guys. This is like that mauve, rosy, your lips, but way better kind of color. It's so stunning. It just looks beautiful on the lips, and I find that depending on the lip liner that I pair it with, or you know, the lighting that I'm in or anything, it really kind of changes color. It can be a little bit more rosy, it can be a little bit more brown, and it just is super flattering. This is kind of like an everyday, easy to wear lip color, and I absolutely been loving that. That's like if I don't feel like thinking about it, this is what I've been throwing on, and that's Lumiere. Also, I want to mention, which is very similar to it, and I'm going to acknowledge this, is the Maybelline matte ones. They come in this like matte kind of packaging, and this is in the shade 665 Lust for Blush, and it's going to be really similar to Lumiere. I'm going to swatch them next to each other. This one's a little bit more pinky. It's not as deep, and almost like this is Lust for Blush, this is Lumiere. So guys, I wish I could get you better swatches of this so you can see it. So you can see it's not as deep, it's a little bit lighter in color, but super similar to it. But this is a really easy option to get your hands on because it is drugstore, and this is an amazing matte product. Like, it feels so good on the lips, which a lot of matte products can be drying. I do find my lips can get a little dry with these. Not super bad, I've had worse, and it's not bad. I don't want to say I've had worse, but they can get a little bit drying. This one, I don't find that my lips get dry at all on it. So if you're interested in matte colors from the drugstore, I would absolutely check out this Maybelline matte collection. And what I've been doing is, I've been trying to get on this ombre lip trend. My problem with it is that I find it to be really high maintenance, and I don't have time, or not I don't have time, but sometimes I don't have the means to be constantly checking my ombre lips and making sure that they're still looking the way that I want them to look. But anyway, I've been doing this every now and then. I don't do it very often. But what I've been using is this Jordana Easy Liner for lips in the shade Silver Lilac. And these are great lip liners, and they're super inexpensive. But I've been pairing this with either of these two, and I'm going to kind of show you here. But this is like a purple color, and it's a little bit deeper than those. And I've been outlining kind of like the outside, filling it in like a little bit heavier here, and then having like the Lust for Blush like in the center, and that just gives like that, ooh, pouty lip kind of look. So definitely love that. If you haven't tried these Jordana liners, I would absolutely recommend them, just because they're really inexpensive and they're a really great product. So if you're new to the world of lip liners, that's a really good place to start. The last thing I want to mention is a sample that I have, and I have had this sample since Christmas time. Guys, it's February. Again, I don't use it every day. I don't use it every time I wear makeup, but this sample has lasted me so long. It's in like this little jar like this. This is the Estee Lauder, Estee Lauder Double Wear Light, and my shade is 2.0. I got this at a Macy's counter around Christmas time, and it's a really decent size, and she told me even if I was using it every day that it should last me 2 to 3 weeks. So it's a pretty generous size sample. I just find sometimes like Sephora or Ulta, sometimes they don't give you like good size samples, and this seems really little, but it's good. It's good size. I've been loving this. I am really considering buying the full size of this, and that's like a big thing for me. I have a hard time with justifying spending a lot of money on a high-end foundation because there's a lot of drugstore ones that I like, but I've really been loving this one so much. I love the coverage that it gives me. It's not as heavy. I actually also have the just the Estee Lauder Double Wear, but the color's a little bit off. I don't know why, but I think it might be a little bit better for me when I'm not so pale. But so I haven't worn that one as much, and I think that's kind of what I'm waiting for right now before making a full-size purchase, to try that one out. This gives really great coverage, buildable, like it's not a mask, it sits really well on the skin. This is a really awesome skin match to me. And I've worn this, you know, to be out dancing where I'm sweating, and it doesn't break down on me. It doesn't cling to my dry patches, like nothing like that. So definitely been loving the Estee Lauder Double Wear Light sample that I have. Okay guys, that is it. Oh, I have no fail. Whoop, whoop. No fail for the month, which is super exciting because no one likes a fail. I mean, you know, so nothing that I've really been like, didn't quite work for me. Everything that I've been using this month has been pretty good, but those are my standouts. That wraps it up for my February faves and no fail for this month. I hope you guys liked this video. Give this video a giant thumbs up if you love faves and fails, and if you love keeping it real on a Saturday morning with no makeup. If you are not subscribed, please do so, and as always, I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye!